Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, our group will representing marine traffic application. My name is Cik Aminami bin Cik Kamaruddin and my matric cards number is 30DLS18F1056 and this is my group member.
Hi everyone, my name is Amirul Azizi bin Abdullah. My matric number is 30DLS 18F1023.
So, as you can see, there are many ships in this world and marine traffic applications are very useful, especially in logistic and supply chain management. So, let's get to the table of content. So, table of contents. So, chapter 1, we will be presenting about introduction. Chapter 2, literature research. And last but not least, chapter 3, research methodology. So, let's move on to the next slide. Introduction to Automated Identification System, AIS. Automatic Identification System, AIS, refers to a system introduced to enhance the safety of vessel traffic by automatically exchanging up-to-date information as well as tracking and monitoring ships. It aids in traffic monitoring, collision avoidance, search and rescue SAR operations, accident investigation, and navigation. AIS works by acquiring global positioning system, which nowadays people call it GPS, coordinates and exchanging current and up-to-date information with ships and maritime authorities via radio transmission. And since 2002, AIS has been a mandatory installation for international voyaging ships weighing at least 300 tons and all passenger ships, regardless of size. So the background research, exploring real-world attacks and scenarios have led to the proposal of possible mitigation strategies that could provide an extra layer of protection to vessels that use AIS, and this is very useful. So the problem statement, ship owner find difficulty to track the status of the vessel while forwarding the cargoes and commodities to next port. Ship owner face problems when comes down to track the fuel consumption and whereabouts in every vessel of the transport company during their offshore. So the research objectives. Since it takes a long or impossible period to monitor the transportation vessel operating with the current digital network of the transport company and manually calculating the mileage, which took a long time, this scheme aims to improve the current operating system to continuously monitor and measure the state of the vessel. The aforementioned, this digital application recommended to meet the following objectives, which is to examine the key issues faced by ship owner, especially in tracking the status and progress of vessel while offshore. So chapter 2, we will start with literature research. So all of us have iPhone. So most commonly referred to as an iPhone, a mobile application is a category of application software designed to run on a mobile device, such as a smartphone or tablet computer that nowadays all of us have. Mobile applications also aim to provide similar services for consumers to those available on PCs. Phones are generally small independent units of applications with limited functionality. Apple Inc. and its App Store first popularized this use of application tag, which provides thousands of apps for the iPhone, iPad, and iPod Touch. So let's move to the next slide. Definition of GPS. Based on the book called Global Positioning System, Theory and Practice, The definition of global positioning system is an innovation, usually applies to navigation systems and more precisely to the Global Positioning System (GPS), satellite tracking system for cars and other objects on or around the Earth's surface. So now I'm gonna tell you the advantages of global positioning system in logistic and supply chain management. So first of all, it's improved safety. Not only will drivers be more responsible because they are aware of the GPS monitoring, but fleet managers will know exactly where a vehicle is if it requires any assistance, whether it's a broken down engine or any emergency situation. Fleet managers can send roadside assistance to help their driver. And secondly, minimize fuel costs. No one can control the price of gas, but one of the best benefits of GPS tracking systems is the ability to observe a vehicle's fuel consumption. The monitoring software will cut down on the amount of money spent on fuel by eliminating vehicle idling, driver speeding, any unauthorized usage, and gives fleet managers the ability to optimize the driving routes. And third, thief recovery. In the case of a vehicle thief, a GPS tracking system is the best tool for any fleet company. Be notified with alerts and mapping data to help you identify whether the vehicle has been stolen and inform the authorities of its location to enable a quick recovery. And four, lower operational costs. Using GPS tracking software allows fleet managers to see who is taking inefficient routes or using a vehicle for unauthorized purposes. Not only will it solve on the road issues, but it provides an accurate readout of the hours that drivers claim to have worked. And last but not least, increase productivity. Because of the ability to track drivers' hours work, this also allows fleet managers to make better use of an employee's time. The GPS tracking software shows exactly where your drivers are at all times and keeps record of what work they are doing at that time. The benefits of GPS tracking are endless. Get a better grasp of how employees are performing and find better ways to manage workloads with a comprehensive fleet tracking system. Not only will you save time and money, but your drivers will be safer and perform to their full potential, all of which adds up to a smoother business operation and improved customer service that each of your customers will love.
Mobile applications are a move away from the integrated software system generally found on PC. The simplest mobile apps take applications based on PC and then port them to a mobile device. This approach is somewhat incomplete as mobile apps become more reliable. AIS is currently a major technology and solution in traffic monitoring and vessel assistance. Ship owner and maritime authorities rely on AIS to supplement traditional radar for collision avoidance and location tracking. In addition to complementary system for visual observation, audio exchange and long-range identification and tracking, which is LRIT. AIS boasts of several benefits. Any ship transmitting an IIS signal can be located by nearby ship. AIS also aids in navigation. It follows the Aids to Navigation or ATON standard, which was developed to broadcast the position and names of objects other than vessel. For example, navigational aids and marker position. Dynamic data reflecting the marker's environment, such as current and climatic condition. These aids can be located on shores such as lighthouse or on waters such as buoys. One of Apart from collision avoidance, AIS also aids in search and rescue operation. SARTs are self-contained waterproof devices that aid in detecting and locating vessels and people. Example, men who have fallen overboard in distress during emergencies. They use radio beacon systems similar to mountaineering equipment to locate and rescue avalanche victims. Spoofing refers to the process of crafting a valid but non-existent ship. It involves assigning static information such as vessel name, identifiers, flag, ship type, manufacturer, and dimensions, as well as dynamic information such as ship status, position, speed, course, and destination to the fictitious ship. Apart from the ship, aircraft involved in search and rescue operation can also be spoofed. In fact, search and rescue aircraft are mandated to be equipped with AIS Class B transponder. However, there are many threats to AIS also, which is CPA spoofing. Collision avoidance is one of the primary objectives of using AIS, especially in open sea where port authority monitoring does not occur. AIS allow precise vessel tracking and identification within RF coverage, allowing safer navigation when used with traditional preventative mechanisms such as visual observation, audio exchange, and radars. AIS in fact allows automatic response when a collision is detected or expected. CPA works by computing this minimal distance between two ships, at least one of which is in motion. CPA can be figured to trigger an alert visually on the captain console or acoustically via a siren when a possible collision is detected, so the ship can change course. AIS SART spoofing involves generating false distress beacon for men who have fallen overboard in specially chosen coordinates by attackers. AIS transponders are required to generate alerts when they receive distress messages. Attacker, which is pirate, can trigger SART alert to lure victims into navigating to hostile and attacker controlled sea spaces. Note that by law, vessels are required to join rescue operation when they receive search and rescue message. Given the increasing number of piracy attempts, example in the Gulf of Somalia, spoofing distress beacon can be an additional piracy tool. It also communicates dynamic data to reflect changing environment conditions such as current and the weather. It uses a special message format which is binary to convey this kind of information. Faking weather forecasts involves announcing false updates such as a sunny day when a squall is actually expected. Apart from collision avoidance, AIS also aids in search and rescue operation. SARTs are self-contained waterproof devices that aid in detecting and locating vessels and people. Example, men who have fallen overboard in distress during emergencies. They use radio beacon systems similar to mountaineering equipment to locate and rescue avalanche victims. For conclusion, AIS is commonly used CPS in the marine industry for vessel traffic monitoring and assistance. Given its importance in collision detection, search and rescue operations, and piracy prevention, we conduct a unique security evaluation of AIS. Using a specially crafted software-based transmitter, We determine and show that both AIS implementation and protocol specifications in fact could be affected by several threats, offering malicious actors many attack possibilities.